7 most wonderful natural phenomena in the world. Hi everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. The Earth offers tremendous regular ponders that main a little level of individuals will at any point find in the course of their life. A worldwide prevalence survey declared 7 temporary victors that outclass other impressive sights. These 7 normal marvels of the world incorporate Aurora Borealis, the terrific ravine, Paracutin, Mount Everest, harbor of Rio de Janeiro, Victoria Falls, and the incomparable Hindrance Reef. A large number of these normally framed shows require an elevated view to catch the tremendousness of every peculiarity. Eager travelers, thrill seekers, hikers, ostracizers, and vacationers ought to put these 7 regular marvels on their lists of must-dos. The Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis have turned into a sensation for vacationers going in the northern side of the equator. Aurora Borealis are auroras, or normally happening peculiarities that comprise of bewildering showcases of light overhead. Aurora Borealis dance across the sky and radiate a diffused gleam along the northern skyline. The force of Aurora Borealis increments as you travel north towards the attractive pole in the icy. Tragically, Aurora Borealis show up just half as early, making it a test so that voyagers might see while on a brief excursion. They are all the more frequently experienced by local people who live in these northern districts. Arranging an outing to see Aurora Borealis presents different choices for intriguing objections all over the planet. The best places to see Aurora Borealis are in the furthest piece of the northern half of the globe, including Canada's far north, Gold Country, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. The likelihood of seeing Aurora Borealis increments throughout the cold weather months. They happen all through the year, however the dim skies in winter make them simpler to see. The Grand Canyon. You just have to remain on the edge of the fabulous ravine once to realize the reason why it's one of the 7 regular marvels of the normal world. The excellent, gorgeous, monstrous, and bright scene gives stunning perspectives that can't be found elsewhere on the planet. Most guests head toward the south edge of the fabulous ravine and go through an entire day respecting the perspectives from the ignores that stretch along the highest point of the gulch. To have a more vivid encounter, head down into the ravine on one of the various climbing trails. For something somewhat less exhausting, take a helicopter visit through the stupendous gully for an extraordinary lifetime experience. Assuming you are keen on the development and geography of the gulch, make an appearance at the Land Exhibition Hall to find out about how the situation is playing out. From Lippin Point along Desert View Drive, you can get an extraordinary perspective on the stone layers in the gorge wall. The fabulous ravine is situated in Arizona, USA. The nearest significant urban communities are Las Vegas and Phoenix. Paracutin. Indeed, even eager explorers may not be aware of Paracutin, essentially in light of the fact that this regular marvel lives in Michoacan, Mexico. This ash cone fountain of liquid magma was named one of the 7 normal miracles of the world, significantly over renowned volcanoes like Yellowstone. Paracutin last ejected in 1952. It was instituted one of the regular marvels of the world since humanity saw its introduction to the world and quickly developing arrangement. You can wander on a 12-mile full circle to the pinnacle of the spring of gushing lava, either by climbing or horseback. Explorers will stroll through sandy banks and magma fields encompassing the well of lava. You can investigate Paracutin whenever of the year. It's situated around a 7-hour drive from Mexico City. Consolidate an outing to the spring of gushing lava with a visit to the just a little of nature and culture across the board. Convenience close to the spring of gushing lava can be tracked down in the city of Europan. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls is situated in Africa along the boundaries of Zambia and Zimbabwe. This astounding cascade runs off from the Zambezi stream. Guests can get to the tumbles from Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe and Livingstone in Zambia. Cross the boundary to acquire alternate points of view of this sublime regular marvel. The best perspectives are from Zimbabwe. However, you can draw a nearer experience from Zambia. Helicopter visits and microlight visits are one more extraordinary method for seeing the falls. On the off chance that you are fearless, consider a dip in Satan's Pool, found essentially at the edge of the falls on the Zambia side. The stormy season runs from late November through early April. A great opportunity to visit is following this, when the volume of water coming over the falls is as yet colossal. However, the weather conditions is wonderful. Getting to Victoria Falls is simple whether you decide to fly into Zambia or Zimbabwe. The air terminal in Zambia, Harry Mwangan Kumbula Global Air Terminal, LVI, is nearer and the more well-known of the two. A great many people fly into Johannesburg and afterward fly out from that point to the falls. Make certain to watch out for your stuff weight, as the more modest planes flying into these air terminals have lower limits. Mount Everest. Mount Everest has a surmised height of 29,029 feet. Mountain climbers think about this mountain the most elevated spot on the planet. Nonetheless, it isn't the tallest mountain on the planet. A title that has a place with Mauna Kea in Hawaii. Everest exists in the Himalayan mountain range on the line of Nepal and Tibet, China. If you would rather not climb Mihi Everest, you actually have choices. Guests can plan a trip around the mountain for a spectacular flying perspective. Brave adventurers can climb to headquarters to completely encounter Mount Everest's scene. On the other hand, you can catch a far-off perspective on the top from the solace of a hotel at a slope station in Nepal. Great Barrier Reef. As the world's biggest coral reef, the incomparable Obstruction Reef incorporates north of 900 islands, approximately 3,000 separate reefs, and supports a different environment. Estimating roughly 2,300 kilometers long, it covers a huge region of the sea, a lot of it quite far seaward. Boat outings and trips offer guests an opportunity to encounter the features of the incomparable Hindrance Reef. Swimming or jump outings can be set up and give chances to see brilliant fish, coral, and marine life. Visits can be road trips or multi-day journeys. Well-known objections for which to investigate the reef incorporate Cairns, Port Douglas, and the Whitsunday Islands. Harbor of Rio de Janeiro. The harbor of Rio de Janeiro is encircled by stone mountains and zeniths shrouded in vegetation. Famous sites encompassing the harbor incorporate Sugar Portion Mountain, Corcovado Pinnacle, and the Tijuca Slopes. The conventional approach to seeing this normal miracle is to travel by means of the rack rail line to Tijuca Public Park. This takes you to the highest area, where the sculpture of Cristo Redentor remains, on one of the rock tops that disregards the harbor. From the survey stages, absorb the awesome perspectives on the wonderful seashores beneath you and the mountains somewhere far off. More wonders of the world. The above list covers just normal marvels. Various arranged records exist from traditional vestige to the current day that list the world's most astounding marvels, including man-made structures. A portion of these old sites, large numbers of them lost because of multiple factors over the long haul, incorporate the incomparable Pyramid of Giza, sculpture of Zeus at Olympia, lost, the Mammoth of Rhodes, lost, and the Beacon of Alexandria, lost. Other, no less marvelous sites from around the globe incorporate the absolute most awesome World Legacy locales. A couple of the more notable ones remember Angkor Wat for Cambodia, Machu Picchu in Peru, Tikal in Guatemala, and the Taj Mahal in India. A global non-benefit association named CEDAM Global created the 7 miracles of the submerged world that incorporates Palau, Lake Baikal, the Northern Red Ocean, the Galapagos Islands, and the remote ocean vents. The 7 miracles of the modern world incorporate the SS Incredible Eastern, Brooklyn Scaffold, Panama Channel, and the Hoover Dam. Like and subscribe to the channel, give a comment in case of any questions and confusions, and also must click on the bell icon.